Yo, yo! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Knuckles MMA, and I'm back with another video. I told you I'd be back very soon. And today we're going to talk about the UFC 313 card, and I'm going to, throw out a couple predictions. You guys let me know what you think about it. Not going to hold y'all too long. Let's get straight into this video. We're going to start from the prelims, and we're going to go on. I'm not going to do the early prelims of this video. I'm just going to do prelims on. Starting off with the first prelim of the night, Alex Morono and Carlos Leal. These are two okay fighters. It's in the welterweight division. They are both unranked. Both of these dudes are very inconsistent fighters. I will not lie. But they put on some entertaining fights. They've both been in some entertaining fights, and I think this is gonna be a pretty good matchup. Like, not like a crazy good matchup, but just between two guys that are a little bit on the older side. And I have Carlos Leal winning this by a decision. Moving on to actually one that I've been waiting to see. Bruno Ferreira versus Armen Petrosyan. Bruno Ferreira is coming off of a win against I think it was Dustin Stoltzfus. I think that's how you say his name. And as you know, Armen Petrosyan did lose his last fight against Shara Bullet. And man, what a good fight. I like this fight. I really do. I really, really like this fight. And I think that this fight can shoot some fireworks. I think this is going to be I think Armen Petrosyan, I think he's going to try and prick Bruno Ferreira apart on the feet, because Armen is a pretty tall dude. As you can see, he's 6'2", but he's a very lengthy. He's very lengthy as a fighter. And I think I give this to Bruno Ferreira. Bruno Ferreira, I think, is probably going to take Armen Petrosyan down and kind of hold him, and then I think Bruno's going to smother this dude and most likely TKO him in the I'll give it late second round, probably mid third, because Bruno Ferreira's power is just it's on a whole different level as well. They don't call him Hulk, just for no reason. This dude really has power in his hands, and I think that I think he's gonna do bad things to Armen Petrosyan. On to my favorite fighter, one of my favorite flyweights, Joshua Van versus Ray Tatsuruya. I believe that's how you say his last name. Ray, undefeated, as you can see. I think he's an up-and-comer in the flyweight division. I've heard a little bit on him, and honestly, I don't really know too much about him, but I know that the kid is pretty good, and I know that I think this kid's gonna break into the top 15 eventually, as his career goes. But I do have Joshua Van winning this fight, and that is all biased because I really don't care. Joshua Van is one of my favorite fighters, especially in the flyweight division, and I think that he's going to beat this kid, give him a 1, as we see with all the other undefeated fighters this year. And I think Joshua Van is just gonna go, and he's gonna do good things in this flyweight division, man. I can't wait to see what Joshua Van does. This is gonna be an easy one for him. Thank you very much. On to the main event of the prelim card. Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kuniev. I believe that's how you say his name. If you've heard what I've said in the past about this matchup, I have Curtis Blades winning this fight. I think he's gonna starch this dude in the first round. I care less. I love this fight. I love this fight for Curtis Blades. I don't like it for the other dude. I think Curtis Blades is gonna go out there and destroy this kid. This dude's been popped for steroids tons of times. He is he's nothing. This kid's nothing special. This other guy, he's really not. I can't wait to see another Dagestani get absolutely starched. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next one. Go Curtis Blades. I know I'm going actually pretty fast for this card. And I just wanted to make this video a little short and sweet. There really isn't too much to go off of. But as you can see, Justin Gaethje and Dan Hooker did get canceled. If you did not know, Dan Hooker is out with an apparent hand injury and hopes to return most likely in around International Fight Week, I believe he said. And I can't wait to see that. Man, I would have had Justin Gaethje winning that fight, and that's a whole other conversation that we can get into. But actually no, we're gonna get into that conversation. I thought Justin Gaethje was gonna go by a decision against Dan Hooker, because Dan Hooker has a lot of holes in his game. He's a fun fighter, yes, and I think this is about to be a really, oh my goodness, this is gonna be a great fight, a slugfest. I was waiting to see this fight, but man, it did get taken away from us, unfortunately. It did. I hope Dan Hooker has a speedy recovery, and I hope to see him in the UFC soon enough, man. Man, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I need a drink. I can't. Sorry about that. Anyways, onto the first fight of the main card. Bobby, or also known as King Green, is facing Mauricio Rufy. Man, what a fight. This is a really good fight. A lot of people are looking at this and like, oh, he's gonna start Bobby Green, this, that, and the third. And I think that there's a possibility for this to happen. This is how all of these dudes fight. As the fighting nerds, Cal Bahario, amazing the way he looks. Gene Silva, amazing the way he looks. Rufy, the way he looks, amazing. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Um, Along with Carlos Prates as well. Carlos Prates. In the next couple of videos, I will be talking about him. But man, Rufy. I think Rufy wins this fight, but I don't think he's gonna win the fight as everybody thinks. I think Rufy's gonna win by decision. And the reason I say that is because I don't think people should count out Bobby Green as much as they do. Bobby Green is still a threat, especially for these like up and coming guys. Bobby Green's been known to lose against him, but he's also been known to win against them as well. Don't count Bobby Green out. Seriously, don't. Because I think there's a potential Bobby Green could even beat Rufy. Who knows? Like I don't know, but I'm telling you, just be careful. Be careful and don't count out Mr. King Green. But I do have Rufy winning this fight by decision. On to the second fight on the main event. This is actually a pretty good fight. As far as Amanda Lemos and Ismin Lucindo go. I really don't know too much. I don't really pay too much attention to the women's fights. I do look at them though. Don't get me wrong, I do look at them, but it's just a matter of like some of the women's fights are put on they just put on like these really good cards, and not everybody is really paying too much attention to them. And I won't lie, like I'm one of them. Do you see the card they're on? Like I'm not really gonna pay too I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that fight. But I do know this is a good this is really good. And this fight, because let me see. Amanda Lemos is number 5 and Lucindo is number 7. So this fight right here could possibly tell us who's gonna fight Zhang Weili next. As far as who do I think is gonna win? I think Lemos is gonna get it done. I think Lemos is gonna get it done, possibly by also a decision, or late round submission. I really like Amanda Lemos, the way she fights and everything. Unfortunately, the time I did see her was when I did go to Boston and seen the Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling fight. I did watch O'Malley get his title shot. That was an amazing day. I'm blessed to be able to say that I went. It was a really fun night. But as you know, that night, Amanda Lemos fought Zhang Wei Li. And if you know how that fight went, it was a lot of like 50-44s. A lot of 50-43s, a lot of 50-44s. You know, she got absolutely decimated in that fight. But from that fight until now, she's looked somewhat improved. You know, she's improved her groundwork, her takedown defense, her submission work, her striking, you know, things like that. I'm not gonna count out Lucindo either because Lucindo's actually she's really good and she might have not even honestly this is like a 50-50 matchup. Um and I could see Lucindo winning this as well. You know, but I really don't have too much interest in this fight to be completely honest with you. You know, it's probably gonna go to a decision. It's probably gonna be like really boring and just hey, whoever wins wins. Good for you. You'll probably be getting the next title shot. um, On to the third fight on this main card. Now this fight right here. This is a sleeper right here. This is a sleeper fight on this card right here. Ignacio Bahamondes versus Jalen the Spider Turner. By no means am I gonna sit here and trash Jalen Turner at all. Yes, you know, has he lost and he's you know he's a little scared to fight and everything. Yes, if you genuinely look, he says that ever since he knocked out Bobby Green and a little bit before that, you know, he's scared and he doesn't like knocking people out and he like it scares him to fight. Which to each his own. You know, I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and judge him because this is a violent sport. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if most of these dudes on the roster it kind of affects them after you know starching somebody or putting somebody out, knowing that their kids are in the stands. You know, like um, I don't blame him. I don't blame him whatsoever. Jalen Turner's a really good fighter. I like Jalen Turner. I will be the first to go to bat for Jalen Turner. I really like this dude, and by no means am I trying to glaze him or anything. I'm just saying Jalen Turner's a really good fighter. I really do, and I actually wish I could meet him one day. You know, he's a really what I know and what I've heard. He's a really down to earth person. Um, but as far as this fight goes, man, Ignacio Bahamondes, I have Ignacio Bahamondes winning this fight by a decision. I know I've said a lot of decisions, but this is I feel like this can definitively. This is either ending in Jalen Turner. No, actually, no. This is another 50-50 fight. Honestly, this is another 50-50 fight. And the reason I say that is because Ignacio Bahamondes is an outstanding fighter. I'm happy that they're giving him a top 15 opponent so that if he does beat Jalen Turner, he's in the top 15. Now, again, I'm not going to count Jalen Turner out either because Jalen Turner, I mean, as inconsistent as he's been looking, he can have a really good performance against Bahamondes. You know, Jalen Turner's kicks are lethal. You know, he's his boxing is really nice, and I think if he works on his ground game and like he's a little bit more confident in himself, man, he's gonna get shot into stardom. The kid's only 29. You know, he still has a long way to go in the UFC. Um, whether or not he wants to do better for himself and you know get his mind right, that's up to him. But I'm not gonna count Jalen Turner out. So if Jalen Turner does find a way to win, I'm pretty sure it's gonna either be by TKO or it's gonna be by decision, and I give it to Ignacio Bahamondes by decision if he wins. On to the co-main event. Originally, like I said, when I first started talking about the main event, it was supposed to be Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. It was going to be a 5-round fight. Dan Hooker pulled out. So now, my boy Rafael Fiziev is coming in. They're going to fight a 3-round fight in the co-main. They changed it because Rafael is coming in on short notice. And I have Justin Gaethje once again winning this fight. Why do I say that? They first fight, even though it was a little controversial, honestly, I had Fiziev beating Justin Gaethje in that first fight. I thought Fiziev was working him a little bit, and you know Fiziev was getting damaged and everything. But the reason I say Justin Gaethje is gonna win this fight specifically is because a they know, his camp knows Fiziev good because they fought already, right? Two, this is a short notice bout for Fiziev. And maybe he will look a little bit more well-rounded and everything, but Fiziev has been out for, I believe, 2 years now. Let me look that up actually, because I'm pretty sure Fiziev has been out for 2 years. Give me 1 second while I look this up. Let's see. We'll look at this together. Yep. September 23rd of 2023. That was 2 years ago. In that fight, Fiziev tore his ACL against Gamrot. He's been out for a while now. And like and an ACL like ACLs, that's nothing sweet. Especially with his kicking game and Fiziev's speed, I think that's really gonna diminish his speed. I really do, especially fighting somebody like Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is gonna implement the leg kicks like he did in that first fight, and I think Justin Gaethje is gonna win this fight by decision. By decision. I don't think he's gonna knock out or TKO Fiziev. Fiziev is just he has a really good chin. I don't think any of that is gonna happen of the sort. But I do have Justin Gaethje by decision. On to the main event. This main event scares me. This main event scares me a lot. And the reason I say that it scares me is because Alex Pereira, right, is fighting Magomed Ankalaev. I really like Alex Pereira, and I hope that he wins this fight. And honestly, I'm not even going to give a prediction for this fight because I don't know how this fight's going to go. I want Alex Pereira to win, but if Magomed Ankalaev wins, I would not be surprised either. Why do I say that? Alex Pereira has not fought an unorthodox fighter like Magomed Ankalaev. Magomed Ankalaev is, for me, one of the most well-rounded light heavyweights in this division currently. Magomed Ankalaev has good takedowns, good takedown defense. He's solid with his striking. He can mix it up. And I really think that he's going to give Alex Pereira a run for his money. Alex Pereira he might have a hard time landing that left hook because Magomed leads, right? If you're an unorthodox fighter, right? Your right hand is forward, right? Your right hand's forward. So that means that Alex is susceptible to that left hand. And what have we seen in all of Alex's fights? Alex is susceptible to that hand. He's susceptible to that left hand. It's not like a Jamal Hill where he's kind of here and he's not fighting orthodox fight. He's fighting an unorthodox stanced fighter who can take him down and who can maul him on the ground like nobody else has tried to do against him. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, Magomed's gonna submit Alex Pereira. No, because that's not how Magomed goes. If Magomed does win, if Magomed wins, I highly believe that Magomed Ankalaev is going to either A, drown Alex Pereira on the ground and bring him to a decision, or B, he's going to take Alex Pereira down, most likely in the third or fourth round after they do a little bit of exchanging, and he's going to TKO ground and pound Alex Pereira and become the new light heavyweight champion. As far as Alex goes, Alex needs to be very patient and he needs to work on his takedown defense and his striking defense. Because I think Alex Pereira could catch Magomed Ankalaev. And I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not going to say Alex Pereira is going to knock Magomed Ankalaev out because I don't think he is. I think this is going to be the first time where we're going to see Alex Pereira actually face diversity. Diversity. He's going to face adversity. And I'm not talking like Khalil Roundtree, like, oh, he got caught in the front. No. Magomed Ankalaev is genuinely going to give Alex Pereira a run for his money this Saturday, and it's gonna be a hard fought battle for Alex Pereira. I hope he comes into this fight well prepared, and if he does win, I think it's also gonna be by a decision. I really do. I don't think Alex Pereira is gonna knock out Magomed Ankalaev like he did to everybody else. Um, yeah, man, that fight scares me. That fight scares me. It really does. But with that, this is the end of the video. I just want to take a second. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You know, whether you just look at the video the first couple seconds and click off, or you just like it and kind of click off, whatever. I'm still thankful for you, and I thank you for always looking at my video. For those who are constantly looking at my videos, I really do. I appreciate it a lot. I want to get bigger with the channel, and I just want to continue having fun on this channel. You know, please like, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And I will be seeing you guys very soon. Friday to be exact. At 6 o'clock. I'm going to be on with a man named T-Ball Paul. For those who do not know T-Ball Paul is a big creator on TikTok. And I think that me and him are going to have some real good discussions, and we're going to be thinking about who is going to be next in the lightweight division. I can't wait for this. I can't wait. I can't wait. I hope you guys tune in. And I'll see you guys very, very soon, man. I can't wait to show y'all who I'm bringing on the show. You know, introduce y'all to my man T-Ball Paul, and we're just gonna hit the ground running, man. I thank y'all for your time. I'll see y'all very soon, like I just said the past 3 times. Love y'all, boys and girls. Love y'all. I'll see y'all very soon. Peace.